Alright, what is going on YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be coming back at y'all with another model review, but this video is actually going to be kind of different. This is actually going to be, I would say, my second custom model on this channel, custom model review on this channel, and I'm actually pretty excited about this one because this one involves a really nice model, and this also involves a concept that I came up with that revolves around my basketball team. So a little backstory for this custom model is I created a basketball team called Spider-Man Elite, and that's like an AAU team where I pulled a bunch of my high school friends and we actually played in a tournament. So I actually have an Instagram, so I will link the Instagram down below. But I got inspiration because I was watching a video. As some of y'all may know, the New England Patriots have their own team airplane called the Aircraft, which I think is pretty cool. And that really gave me an idea. And that's how I came up with this concept. So I was like, what if my team had their own aircraft to travel? So I came up with the design. I came up with the mock-up and everything. I did make a couple tweaks when it came to painting the aircraft, but the New England Patriots, they fly their planes on a older 767. So I decided to paint my team's like livery that I came up with and my team's aircraft on a A330-800neo. So it's a little more advanced. So as you guys can see right here, this is the NG models, Airbus A330-800neo, and it's a blank one, which I didn't even know NG models actually made blanks. So I thought that was a pretty cool canvas to work with. But yeah, so like I said, I'm super excited about doing this review. This aircraft took me about 2 days to paint. So it was a long process, but I'm finally glad I actually get to make this video. So as you guys can see, it's nicely displayed right here. We're just going to go through the box really quick. Let me zoom it out a little bit. So here's the box. It just says Airbus A330-800neo. And the cool thing is I actually got this aircraft, this blank, for about $38. And that $38 was after tax. So I got a really good deal on this. This is my second NG models, so it's 1/400 scale. And it's just a blank image of the aircraft and then like a bunch of like overhead shots that really just go all around the box right there. So there's the back. There's not much to the box, but I think it's pretty cool. Just like that. Go all the way around. Yeah, so that's the box. Pretty cool. I got it from the seller that I got it from on eBay. They are called the History Store, so I'll link their eBay, and you could probably find more cool models on their page. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get straight into the review of the aircraft. Alright, so starting off the review of this aircraft, as you guys could see, let me explain the concept of this livery. So basically, the design process behind this aircraft was I wanted the aircraft to look like it was wearing a Spider-Man mask. So I painted the front half of the aircraft with a little twist to it, but I painted the front half of the aircraft red, and then I added I painted these like little like web designs to make it look like it was wearing the Spider-Man mask. And then for the majority of the aircraft, I left blank. I might add our team like logo where it says like Spider-Man Elite or Spider-Man Basketball or something like that. But for now, as I'm doing the review for this custom aircraft, I'm just going to leave the aircraft blank. And then we'll get to the tail pretty soon. But as you guys could see, the doors right here and then the windows and everything here in the front emergency exit door are all covered. Because if I'm being honest, me painting between the windows was kind of hard, so I was like, screw it, I'll just paint over it. But how I got this glossy look on this aircraft is I actually used Mod Podge to seal the paint, so the paint really can't like chip away or anything. and it gives it that really nice glossy effect. But as you guys can see, the front of the aircraft just has the it's red with the spider web design, so it looks like the aircraft is wearing a Spider-Man mask. The blank model itself is really nice, and the one thing about me when it comes to custom models is I only paint one side, and that's the side that I'm going to show if these models ever appear in my video. So especially when I put this one on display, I'm only going to show the left side of the aircraft, so the other side I leave blank. But then you also got the front cockpit windows, and then the front landing gear right there, and then you got one of the front emergency exit doors that's kind of covered. You got the big A330neo engines, and then you got the rear landing gears right there. You got the nice wingtips. It's all the way right here, and then you can kind of see the tail, but there's the wingtips. So the majority of the fuselage is blank, and as of right now, I'm gonna leave it that way. But I'll probably add something in the future. But just to be safe, I'm gonna leave it like that right now. And then you move on to the tail. So the tail on the original mock-up wasn't like this. It actually said SME, which is a abbreviation for Spider-Man Elite, and it actually covered the back half of the aircraft. But when it came to painting, I was like, that's a little complicated for me, so I went with the more simpler design. The tail I painted red right here, and then I took an image of the Spider-Man logo. I enlarged it to where it only shows half of the spider, and then the spider I actually didn't draw it, or I actually didn't paint it. I actually drew it on, and then I used Mod Podge to cover it and seal the paint and everything. So that's what the tail looks like. And honestly, I am in love with how this custom model came out. So yeah, that was basically it. I'm gonna do a little 360 of the aircraft, so you guys could see what the other side looks like. Got that nice gloss right there in the light, but flipping to the other side, it's a blank. So like I said, I left this side blank. I might end up painting this side in the future, but as of right now, I'm just gonna leave this side blank. But yeah, besides that, this model's really nice. I am in love with how it came out. And if you guys think I should do more custom models, please let me know down in the comments. If not, that's okay. This is honestly a pretty fun project, but also took me quite a bit to do. So there is the bottom of the aircraft, as always, and the landing gears do roll, which is another amazing thing about NG models. So highly recommend. Love this mold. And then there is the top of the aircraft. Actually, let me set it down, and I'll show you the top. So there's the top of the aircraft right there. Got the little antennas and everything, and then you got the bottom right there. And just know that I am not a professional at this, so not every line or paint job is going to be perfect, but just know that I tried my best. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, this quick little video. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more. Peace.